Okay, so we're back in the kitchen and I fancy another curry and I'm going to have another go at these guys because, do you know what, it was hot but I think I can go hotter. So I'm going to start with some hot curry paste, and this is totally vegetarian, totally vegan, and it's got a lot of the stuff that I would normally put in there. The coriander powder, there's cumin powder, turmeric, fennel, cinnamon, so all those other powders I usually have at the back there, they're back in the cupboard already in here. And also I'm going to have some garam masala, which has other things such as bay leaf, star anise, green cardamom, some chilli, black pepper, bits of that in there. I'm also going to put some very lazy chopped ginger in there. I'm going to stick in some more heat, cayenne pepper, then try and sweeten it up with some paprika. It's not particularly smoky, this one, sadly, but there we go. So, and then what's going in? We've got potatoes, apples, some oyster mushrooms, capsicum, bell peppers, got some red and green, so I'm not going to use all of them. I'm just going to chop some of those off. Got a red onion, a couple of carrots, and I got these funky tomatoes, so I'm going to use half of that one and half of this one, because that's just cool. Of course, some garlic. Just regular garlic, because I think the oak smoke is just going to get lost in amongst all this. Throw in some chickpeas, throw in some chopped tomatoes. I actually got chopped tomatoes, not chopped potatoes like I did last time. Yeah, and then of course just boil up some rice to go with it, and then this is all going to get fried up and mixed together. So just de-seeded the peppers, the tomatoes, and chopped them up there. And yeah, these red tomatoes here got a nice dark interior, very stripy, so that's an interesting look there. So they're going to go in quite early. Right, so soaking these in hot water, take about 20 minutes, so that's going to hold me back a little bit. So in the meantime I'm just going to boil these up, soften them down. The carrots are going to be crunchy if I just stick them in the curry, so I thought I'd put the potatoes in, the carrots in, give them boil for 10 minutes, and then that'll give me another 10 minutes to finish prepping up everything. And in the meantime I'm just going to go and rinse off some rice. So really simple, I'll just go tea strainer and keep an eye on the colour of the water coming out the bottom. Try and get that starch off. Give it a that's all really as much as I need for rice. Just a little tea strainer full. And it's still coming out cloudy at the bottom when I shake it. And when that's all clear, I'll just pop it in the pan I'm using for the carrots and the potatoes. And then the potatoes won't really be browning because all that oxidisation stuff will be cooked off, all those enzymes will go, so it shouldn't brown. That'll be okay. Okay, that's done. Okay, so things are moving along, everything's chopped up, mushrooms, tomatoes, peppers, got some onions chopped, ginger's already chopped, garlic's chopped, and those are soaking nicely in some hot water, so they'll be nice and juicy. And this has been boiling for a little while, so give them another few minutes and then drain that out. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to start frying up. So I'm going to start with the hot curry paste first and add some powders in there. So here we got that hot curry paste already in there, and I've added a little bit of oil just so it doesn't catch and burn on the bottom. And I've put in some paprika and some garam masala and a bit of cayenne pepper, because, you know, how hot do you want it to get? And then I'm going to put in those Naga chilies as well on top of that. So that's a chopped up Naga, well four chopped up Nagas there. I did 2 last time and that was okay. I'm going to double it up on top of some hot curry powder, and let's see how hot we can get this. Got the chickpeas in there and my eyes are running already. So that's basically just chickpeas and onions and that paste with the chilies going in there. Okay, I've created a mighty mountain of food. So there's the peppers and the garlic going in there with the tomatoes, and potatoes and carrots already in there, so I'm just going to mix that all together and get it going. So yeah, that's all coming along nicely. Got the water boiling, so just add in the rice, and that will be going for another, I'm going to give it 18 minutes, that'll be plenty. It says 15 to 18, but That gives plenty of time for this to cook off, and then I'm going to stick in the chopped tomatoes, and then that should give a bit more liquid. And then finally, just some chopped up apples, just to give it a bit of fruitiness, and that's nicely bubbling away on low there. And I'm going to mix all that in. There we go. And it makes a lovely noise once you lift that up. Get all that in there. So just got under 4 minutes to go. This is all coming along very nicely. It's not a very liquidy curry, more of a dry curry. But I tend to like them chunky as well, so there's like whole chunks of carrot in there, big chunks of potato. Rice is just coming down to a simmer, so that'll be dished out first, and then I'll put a good spoonful of this, and then it's I haven't tasted it yet, so I'm going to save that a surprise till later, but it's certainly you know, already got my eyes and nose going just cooking it. So here we have it. No naan bread today. I'll save that for another time. But yeah, it's got some chickpeas and some carrots, mushrooms, peppers. I need to leave that to cool down a bit because it is hot. Spice wise, yeah, that is instantly hot now. I'm tasting that straight away, first mouthful. So that's got a kick. So I am going to have a beer just to cool that down. So yeah, that's completely vegan. There's no animal products in there whatsoever. There's nothing, no milk or eggs, or certainly no meat in there. And that's going to be delicious. So I'll see what I cook up next time. Oh yeah, that is probably the spiciest thing I've cooked. It's really burning the tongue, the top of the mouth. One of those ones where you take another mouthful and you go as quickly as you can to eat it. But yeah, it's going down slowly. I'm going to definitely have to have a beer just to cool that down. Well, I finished the curry, just left a bit of rice. Oh, I can still feel it burning now. Got a sweat on, got a sniff on. That is about my limit for heat. I think I've like found the spot where if it was any hotter, we're struggling. I can feel that really warm and toasty in my mouth already, and that's after I've finished eating it. So happy with that. That's good. I'm going to save some of that. I've got a whole pan full of that. That's great.